Hi, welcome back. It's Monday, the 24th of June 2013, and it's my sort of weekly update on my fasting and weight loss, which I really didn't want to do today because I suppose I'm trying to do it because I'm committed to losing the weight. And the moment the weight, I suppose I'm just under the 15 stone, and it's not shifting, but in past experience that it wouldn't shift till after the last significant weight loss, which was the beginning of June. So I shouldn't really expect any significant weight loss, and I'm expecting half stone for the diet changes that I've made, which is essentially, my porridge in the morning, a simple lunch, but sort of vegetarian based lunch, and then in the evenings after about 6, no major meals, sort of light fruit and a light meal of fruit and yogurt. Still trying to get to grips with the calorie counting and the portion sizing and all of that, and then of course there's a snacking on top of that. But at the moment I feel that I actually feel I'm not making progress, even though I know from past experience that the weight will come off, and it's just a matter of time. And it's only been 2-3 weeks since the last drop, and the weight is staying down, so at least I'm maintaining my weight, but I'm just feeling I suppose deflated with the whole process, because it's constant. This is like a constant battle with yourself in terms of finding that healthy balance of the amount of food you eat during the day, keeping up an exercise regime, or putting onto an exercise regime that you probably don't, I haven't really had in the past, apart from when I've been dieting. When I've been dieting, I put up, I've tried to be consistently exercising, and I just feel at the moment it's a constant battle to lose the weight, be self-disciplined in not eating the foods that I want to eat, and then still failing in the evenings by snacking when I shouldn't really be snacking, and then trying to find ways around that too. And I'm going to put that in the next one, because I'm going to have a little bit on what to drink while you're fasting, or what I drink while I'm fasting, and how that helps. But at the moment I'm struggling, and I really didn't want to do this update today. I have found quite an interesting YouTube video though, which I was watching over the weekend by a man called Laura. He's an MD, an American doctor, and it's about an hour long YouTube video, and he talks about intermittent fasting, and I put a link in for that. And he uses a good test case of his wife who lost, and she must have lost at least 3 stone. It doesn't actually say, I don't think, in the video. You have to go to his website and buy his book, so it's a bit suspicious. But in the space of 15 months, he shows his wife losing quite a lot of weight, and it's all done down to intermittent fasting. And my experience of fasting came about from, I suppose I started really dieting in 2010, and I went down from 17.5 stone to 15.5 stone and stopped, and then I repeated that last year, I think. Got down to 14 stone, and then for some reason I stopped, and I suppose that's on my mind at the moment, because if I get down to the 14 stone I can't get any further, will I go back to the old habits? Plus the holidays are coming up, and I'm worried that when I go on holiday then I'll go back to the bad habits and allow I suppose the goal on holiday will be just to maintain the weight and not expect to lose any weight. So I'm nervous about that. But my experience of fasting came around because I had set myself goals before. I changed my diet the way that I've changed it now, more vegetarian and less of. I'm trying to cap my intake to about 2,000 calories a day. And probably before that I was eating twice as much. So there is definitely a change, because there has to be a change, I think. But before then I was using fasting without realising I was fasting, just cutting out, missing a meal, or making sure as I claimed to the 4 weeks that I was going to lose the half stone. And I consistently last year lost 15 and a half, from 15 and a half to 15 to 15 to 14 and a half, 14 and a half to 14, and that was 1.5 stone per month. So I know I can do it. I know I've done it before. Probably this time I'm targeting the fasting more than I did last time, because that was more sort of ad hoc, when this time I'm trying to be more structured in the way that I fast and understand fasting and what that means better. So I probably got to grips with food. Now I need to get, sorry about the dog, he's sleeping, so he tends to snore a bit. Don't work with children and animals. So I need to sort of use the fasting in terms of so when you come off a fast, I can use the fasting in such a way to change the way that my palate is stimulated by salt and sugar and oil, and rather than I tend to have a feast, I should think about just having enough so that I'm full. But it's just like I don't know, one meal like a soup, rather the moment I probably have my salad, then I have the main protein with probably potatoes, and pasta would have been rice, but I'm trying to stop doing that. And at the moment you can probably hear my tummy grumbling because I'm trying to do like a partial fast, so I'm not actually having my breakfast at the moment. I'm just trying to wait for afternoon to break the fast, but have lunch rather than have breakfast. So then I'm sort of getting in from 12, I'm getting at least 12 hours and perhaps longer if I've stopped eating at previous night. I'm trying to stop eating at about 8 o'clock. So that's my update so far. I'll put in links where I can think, but I suppose what I'm left with is feeling a bit sort of not defeated, but struggling. I'm struggling with my diet, and I know I need to keep at it and not come off the wagon, as it were, because if I come off the wagon I know I'm going to put the weight back on, and then this would have been in vain, and I don't want it to happen. Okay, sorry it's not as positive as I'd like it to be, but at least thank you for watching. Bye.